Welcome back. It is Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Denver Nuggets trying to become NBA champs and close it out at home tonight. My three favorite picks are on the way. Let's first recap how we did in Game 4. A brutal 1-2 day, and let's talk about it. Now, our Heat same game parlay was sweat-free. You don't really have to sweat that one. Count it. The Nuggets same game parlay, oh man, it was looking about as sweat-free as it gets. Nikola Jokic at 23 points entering the fourth. And got some fouls and missing a bunny at the end of the game and ends with 23, and we needed 25. That would have cashed that one. And speaking of painful, that was how I felt having to watch Gabe Vincent playing Game 4. He absolutely stunk it up. No chance there. But either way, if this is the final day of the NBA season, it has been a great ride. Now, I know the playoffs haven't been necessarily too great, but you see the record on the year. If you were to bet every single one of my picks since the start, we're up over 56 units. Hopefully, we go 3-0 today and have even a bigger end of the year. But maybe we're back for Game 6. Either way, it's been a great year. We'll be back again in October for some more daily picks videos. And we still got MLB cooking every single day. So make sure you're tapping into those. We're doing really well on those MLB props. But either way, let's dive into today's game. It's on Monday. Let's try to have a good day. I think if we go to Game 6, that's on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, before we dive in, I do want to talk about DraftKings. If you are a new user, you can get $200 worth of bonus bets pretty easily to just waste on Game 5, maybe make some more money. Absolutely take all of DraftKings money if you will. All you got to do is sign up, top link in the description. Deposit, bet $5. Boom, you get $200 worth of bonus bets instantly, win or lose. Take advantage of it. It's almost exclusively on DraftKings. So we use DraftKings a lot for our MLB picks. So take advantage of that. We'll be talking about DraftKings a ton back in the MLB videos if you want to go check those out every single morning. But we got 3 picks. Let's dive in. The first one, like the guy in the thumbnail, Jamal Murray over 25.5 points plus 104 on Barstool. Now, if you want to play it safe, I don't mind him scoring 25 plus points. We know at the end of the day, these lines are sharp when we get this far into the year, but I like the value we're getting here at plus 104. I don't see the line going down to 24.5. It certainly could, but I like the 25.5, and I'll talk about why. Now, if you remember Game 4's video, if you watched that one, well, not only I appreciate you for watching this one, but also that one, I gave out Jamal Murray's under as a strong lean. I ended up having it in my Underdog Fantasy parlay, and it was sweat-free. I mean, he stunk it up. So why are we betting his over in Game 5? Well, for similar reasons to why we took the over in Game 3, and Jamal Murray went out there and scored 34 points. And while the Heat are obviously going to put a lot of defensive focus on stopping Jamal Murray, it's reasonably so. But we also saw in Game 4 what happened. Well, by putting so much focus, you let Aaron Gordon go off for 27 points. So look, they held Jamal Murray to 5 for 17, only 15 points, but I do anticipate him to come out here and play pretty well. And if they're going to throw the same defense at him, it's a little bit dangerous. We always, if you don't watch any of the commentators, you hear, hey, throwing the same defense at a very, very talented, very great player, that's normally a recipe for failure, just because these guys need to be seeing different defensive schemes. So I think Jamal Murray bounces back here, and he's been great at bouncing back. Now you look at so far this series, he scored 26, 18, 34, and 15 points. So the up and down roller coaster nature of the NBA playoffs and a bunch of other players is no different for Murray, as you've seen him attempt 22, 15, 22 and 17 field goal attempts. So if we're lucky, we'll get 20 plus field goal attempts tonight, but I can't guarantee that he shoots 20 plus times on Monday night, but still, he scored 26 points in 11 of 19 games. So it's been pretty good hitting this record. And like I said, Jamal Murray normally good at bounce back. Just in this series, we've seen him bounce back, but all this postseason, we've seen Jamal Murray when he attempts 20 or more field goal attempts, or actually, let's take a step back. Let's look at in the 7 games he went under. The previous game, the next game, he went over 6 of the 7 times. So normally, if you're just blindly, you just Jamal Murray went under last game. All right, but the over, maybe hopefully that moves to 7-1. Well, you see the numbers on the screen: 40, 19, 35, 32, 26, 26, and 34 points, going over in 6 of those 7 games when he got under the previous game. So he's been really good at bouncing back, and I anticipate him coming out here and playing pretty well. Like I said, 5 for 17 last game, not going to cut it. But this postseason, we've seen when Murray attempts 20 or more field goal attempts, done 12 times over this line, and 10 of those 12. So I can't guarantee Jamal Murray goes out there and shoots 20 times, but he's been getting pretty close to that. And when he's knocking down shots, he's obviously going to be more aggressive. Now, let's talk about Jamal Murray. Back to Game 4, shot 29% from the floor. I'm here to report my not so bold prediction. If Jamal Murray shoots below 30% from the field, probably a good chance he doesn't score 26 points, but I anticipate him shooting better than that. We've seen Jamal Murray shoot only less than 40% 3 times this postseason. In the previous 2 instances, he bounced back with 35 and 32 points. And while I'm not saying go out there and bet Jamal Murray to shoot, score 30 plus points, it'll be cool if you give us a sweat-free winner. Last time we took his over, he scored 34. I certainly think he bounces back in Game 5, tries to win this game for the Nuggets, win it at home, and maybe he walks away with the NBA Finals trophy. I certainly think him and the Nuggets can get it done, but I really like Jamal Murray. I like his over 25.5 points. If you want to play a little safer, maybe put a same game parlay a little lower in the line for that, fine with that there, but I really like Jamal Murray on Monday night. Now let's move on to my next pick. It's going to be a similar one that you could kind of do with Jamal Murray, but in terms of how you could play it, depending on what book you're on, it's going to be Bam Adebayo. I like him in the two leg same game parlay. Him to score 20 plus points and 2+ assists. This is minus 105 on DraftKings. Now, similarly to how you can play Jamal, if you want to do like Jamal 25 plus points and 5 assists or 6 assists, you could do that. Same thing with Bam Adebayo. We're taking 20 and 2, but you easily could take Bam Adebayo's over 20.5 points. But as I've talked about before, these lines are sharp, and we see things finish on the hook every single night. And if you were to take the same Bam Adebayo 20.5 points line over, well, game 4, you lost. You ended on 20 points on the dot. So we look at these hooks. I'd rather play it safe here. I'm pretty confident in the 2+ assists. And if he can get us 2+ assists, then we at least got, a half with a little bit of a half discount on his points line and relatively the same odds here. So let's talk about Bam Adebayo so far this series, though. And you look at it. Game 1, 26 and 5. Game 2, 21 and 4, 22 and 3, 20 and 3. So we've seen him this exact same parlay, 20+ points and 2+ assists, 4-0. Let's go make it 5-0, Bam. But we've seen the field goal attempts, 25, 14, 21, and 19 field goal attempts. So he's attempting shots a lot. The one game with 14 did get to the free throw line 5 times. So the attempts were there. He's had 4 free throw attempts in 3 straight. So getting to the free throw line where he normally knocks down his shots. But also, he's just going to play a lot of minutes and going to have to be used to be aggressive in this spot. We've seen him aggressive all series. I don't anticipate that changing in a win or go home game. We've seen Adebayo played 40+ minutes all 4 games, played 44 minutes in the last game. Reasonably to say he probably plays a lot of minutes today unless it's a complete blowout, which still he's going to play a lot of minutes there too. And we've seen Bam Adebayo when he attempts 16 or more field goal attempts, which he did in 30 games in the regular season, scored 20+ points in 25 of such 30 games. So I'm not saying Bam Adebayo is going to shoot 16 times tonight. I can't guarantee that. He sometimes misses and then just bails out on offense and just says, no, I'll pass it more. But I'm confident he can come out here and shoot a bunch. You also look at the last 2 games, not even shooting well from the field, 33% and 42%. Look, the Nuggets have basically said, Bam Adebayo, if you want to beat us single-handedly, hey, we'll live with it. We'd rather you knock down a bunch of 2-pointers than let Duncan Robinson, the Caleb Martins, Kyle Lowry's, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, all these guys get hot from 3 because we've seen that's when the Heat are most successful when those guys are knocking down 3s. So I think Bam Adebayo, at the end of the day, if he can get us 20+ points, I think we had a good chance of cashing it because the last leg would be 2+ assists. And Bam has had 3+ assists in all 4 of this series, add 2+ assists in 18 of 22 games this postseason, and average 7.5 potential assists in the NBA Finals. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a big Duncan Robinson game. I noticed they did not have lines for him, so don't be surprised if Duncan goes off, maybe gets put into the starting lineup. But either way, Bam and Duncan do a lot of that 2-man action, so I like that easier potential assist for Bam, but I'm certainly confident he can get us at least 2 points or 2 assists and hopefully get us 20 points. I like you, Bam. You've cost us some money this year. This is your last game. Let's go out on top, man. Let's get us a winner. So Bam Adebayo, 20+ points and 2+ assists as a same game parlay. You could take the same thing on FanDuel, a little bit more worse value. But either way, those are my 2 favorite player props. Now let's get on into the bankroll builder. Game 4 should have been 2-0, but whatever. We're going to move on, not worry about it. And today's one's going to be kind of a combination of what we saw in Game 4. Let's talk about it. And here's what we're rolling. 5 legs, plus 118 on FanDuel. Jamal Murray, 6+ assists. Jamal Murray, 3+ rebounds. Jimmy Butler, 4+ assists. Aaron Gordon, 4+ rebounds. And then an alternate under for Aaron Gordon, under 17.5 points. Now, if you recall back to Game 4, we actually took Aaron Gordon over 8+ points, and he crushed it for us. But I'm going to be fading him, and you'll understand why. Now, this is plus 118. Just going to put 1 unit on it to win 1.18. Now, for the people that may be on a DraftKings or a Bet365 on a different book, and they're like, Austin, I can't take an alt under like that. Or Austin, I have only odd numbers. Here, I'll talk about it. Now, for Jamal Murray, or actually, let's talk about a couple extra legs I consider. Jamal Murray, maybe 18 to 20 points. Obviously, I like that. Jokic, 10+ rebounds, not bad. Bam Adebayo, 15+ points, not bad. And Bam Adebayo, 2+ assists. Obviously, I'm confident in Bam Adebayo. We have a unit on him. I just didn't want to double down on Bam in case he stinks up the joint. But let's talk about these legs and why I like them. And you can take Murray at 7+ assists if you have to. Don't love it as much there. But the rebounds, I love it, 3. Same with Butler at 5 assists. I don't love it there, but you can if you need to. I like Gordon at 5+ rebounds if you need to take him there. But let's talk about each of these legs. And Murray, 3+ rebounds. He's done that in all 19 playoff games. Let's make it 20 for 20. He's also had 6+ assists in 11 of 19. Obviously had 10+ assists in all 4 of this series, averaging 18 potential assists. Whether or not they change the defense, I still think that Murray can get us at least 6+ assists, grab those rebounds too. Now, let's move on to a Miami Heat player, and let's talk about Jimmy Butler. He's had 4+ assists, which is what we need in 18 of 21 playoff games, including 7, 9, 4, and 7 so far this series on 11.3 potential assists. We know he's going to be out there for 40+ minutes, going to have the ball in his hands a lot. certainly confident he can get us 4 plus assists. Hopefully he's dishing it to Bam Adebayo. Bam just dunking it. That'd be awesome. Now the last 2 legs are going to rely on Aaron Gordon to do something well and do something not well. And the well thing is going to be rebounds, because we need him to grab 4 plus rebounds, something he's done in 16 of 19 games so far this postseason, including 6, 7, 10, and 7 this series. He's been averaging a good amount of rebound chances. Michael Porter Jr. obviously not been too great. So certainly think Aaron Gordon can get it done. Now the last leg you could say is a little sketchy. Gordon under 17.5 points, something he's done in 16 of 19 playoff games, including 3 of 4 this series. Yeah, I know. Aaron Gordon just went off for 27 points. Yeah, if Aaron Gordon wants to go off for 25 plus points, heck, even 18 plus points, tip the cap to him. Look, we've talked about time and time again, the NBA playoff is a roller coaster. There's guys that obviously have big games, guys that have bad games, guys that make the other teams make adjustments. And look, Eric Spoelstra is a very good coach. He's going to make adjustments. Aaron Gordon probably not scoring 27 again. And I think they make adjustments to try to limit him. I mean, we saw Christian Brown in game 3 score 15 points. And I saw his line come out at 4.5. People were just hammering the over. Yeah, no, no. He scored 1 point. It's just teams are going to make adjustments. They're going to see one guy go off one game and say, all right, we got to play some better defense on him. And then you see other guys get kind of more give and take. So it's always a cat and mouse kind of game. I don't see Aaron Gordon having a big night. And if he does, fine, I'll eat my 1 unit L. But I don't see him dropping, 18 points in this game. I think he still might get you 10. He can get you 10 points, but I don't see him dropping 18. I think they're going to play better defense on him. So all 5 of these legs, let's hopefully end the Bankroll Builder Nation era with the winner. We can hopefully hit our other 2 props. So we can go 3-0, end the NBA season with a great 3-0 night. And if we get to come back for game 6, heck, hopefully it's with a winning night, and we can try to make some more money to end the season. But either way, it's been a fantastic regular season with you, fantastic postseason, although, it hasn't been great. The picks haven't been great this postseason, but that's going to happen. There's always hot and cold streaks, but I'm confident we had a great positive year. Next year is going to be even bigger if this is me signing off for the NBA this year, but hopefully we're back for game 6. Either way, you'll see me every single day in the MLB video. So don't worry, still get plenty of me. And we might have a second channel coming soon. We'll stay tuned for that. But love you guys. Have a great Monday night. And I will see you guys back again tomorrow. And let me know your favorite picks down below. Hit that subscribe and drop a like too. I'll see you guys back in tomorrow for some more picks. Peace.